Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the IYS Sports Zone. As always, I'm your host, Austin Styles, and let's get this thing started. And as always, it is very sad to see another set of IYS teams be lost to the single elimination bracket of the IYS playoff season. We wish you better luck in your next season and hope to see you soon in the IYS fall season. As always, we'll have our Friday night showdowns, but tonight we have a special showdown just for you. We have the Rio Rancho Showdown as the 12U Crush take on the 12U Punishers. And up next we have interviews with Dean Karch and Josh Gabe of the Punishers and Crush. Let's go to those now. So Coach, how do you feel about tonight's upcoming game?
I feel very good about tonight's game. Two really good Rio Rancho teams going head-to-head, smash mouth football. Two very well-coached football teams. I believe that it's going to come down to defense.
So Coach, what factors do you think will affect the outcome of tonight's game?
I'm right back to defense again. I know both teams are coming hard to play. I know that both teams are going to be very well prepared. I think it's just going to come down to strategy.
And what is your strategy?
To win.
So Coach, do you have any positive comments you'd like to make about the Crush or their coaching staff?
Yes, I think their coaching staff is very professional. Their kids seem really dedicated. They've been in the league for like a few seasons now, and the way they progressed, it's just awesome. I know they're a very hardworking team, very well coached, and being a fellow Rio Rancho team, I take a lot of pride in that, because it's just not about the Punishers, it's about the Crush as well, because eventually these kids are all going to play together, either Rio Rancho High or Cleveland High, and it's really an awesome thing to see, these kids coming together and actually playing each other. Soon enough they'll be on the same team and hopefully bring another state championship to Rio Rancho.
Well Coach, those are some very kind words you said. So Coach, lastly, will you have a team participating in the IYS Southwest Gridiron Football Tournament this June?
Yes, I have two teams participating, my seniors and my juniors.
And do you have anything that you'd like to say to the other teams participating?
Welcome to New Mexico. I'm looking forward to seeing the talent they have in Arizona. I'm looking forward to bringing home a championship trophy to Southwest Gridiron. Arizona, we're waiting on you.
Well, Arizona, there's your call. We'll see you all down here. So Coach Gabe, how do you feel about tonight's upcoming game?
Well, I feel pretty good. You know, I know we have a tough opponent, and you know, they've always been one of our tougher opponents. They've always been a really good team. We're really excited about playing them. You know, we definitely, you know, feel that our team is ready for the upcoming challenge, and you know, we just hope our boys show up and play as well as they did in previous weeks, and you know, let's see what the outcome is.
Especially after last week's, you know, win against the Jaguars, that was outstanding.
Exactly. You know, I mean, that kind of put a statement for us. You know, that made a statement for us, and you know, we feel really good about our chances.
So, Coach, how do you feel that your team is prepared for tonight's game?
Well, I feel that you know, that we can be prepared as much as we can be. I mean, we've prepped our boys. You know, we've practiced them hard. You know, we don't give the boys days off. We want those boys ready to go, and you know, we feel that giving the boys days off or time off, you know, lets them get laxed, and we're not about that. You know, we want to have our boys keep the intensity. You know, that you know, especially coming from last week's game, we want to bring that over to this week, and hopefully we can make something happen.
So, Coach, what factors do you think will affect tonight's game?
Well, I think you know, a couple factors. You know, will be our offense, especially playing at night. You know, it's based on deception, and you know, of course, playing at night is going to definitely help give us an advantage. But I guarantee you, it's going to be the hardest hitting team on the field will win that football game. I know these boys are really tough. They're really big, but I think our boys have what it takes. You know,
Yeah, it is definitely a David versus Goliath moment for you guys.
Definitely,
The Punishers.
definitely. And you know what? These guys have not only, you know, been on top this season, but they've been on top for previous seasons, numerous seasons. And, you know, it'd be nice to get our boys up on top so they know how it feels, you know. Our boys have never been on top. We used to get blown out 48-0, but they all stuck with it. They all stayed tough. And, you know, now they've made a name for themselves, and I think they're ready to go.
So do you have any positive comments you'd like to say about the Punishers or the coaching staff?
Of course, of course. I mean, we've been playing these guys for a couple seasons now, and you know, when we very first started out our organization, you know, the Punishers were one of the teams that were at the top, like they've always been. But they were very respectful about how they played and how they acted versus, you know, playing our kids. You know, they didn't want to destroy our boys, for one, you know, and he understands that. You know, Dean understands that, and we appreciate that. And we came from you know, not winning a single game all season long, you know, into the position we're at now, and you know, it's definitely paying off. You know, all the hard work is paying off, and you know, those guys not breaking our spirit when they were beating us 40-0. It helped keep our boys around. It helped them come back, and we really appreciate it.
So, Coach, do you have any teams participating in the IYS Southwest Showdown football tournament this June?
Yes, we do. We're actually taking our 12U team, and we're really excited about it. You know, we're really excited to, you know, finally have a tournament based here in Albuquerque. You know, we've been to other tournaments.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to the teams that will be participating this summer?
Sure. You know, I really hope and pray that we see a bunch of new teams come in here. You know, we'd like to see how our teams hold up against the teams that are coming in. I know that we have a really good team, and we're really excited to see who comes down here ready to play. You know, if you are going to come down, definitely from the teams that I know we are going to have in this tournament from Albuquerque, be ready, because you know, we have some really good teams in this league, and you know, we're just really excited to see how these teams prevail. You know, of course, you know, you can't have a tournament if you don't enter the teams. So we're definitely going to need, you know, as much participation as possible from coaching staffs, from players, parents, you know, and you know, we want to make this thing happen. We want to make it to where you know, the teams have fun here, the coaching staff has fun here, the games are great, and people, you know, are excited to be able to come back to this tournament.
Well, I hope you guys are ready to come down here in June. Thank you. Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
And just like last week, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, do that now for us. And also share this wherever you share stuff on the internet. Don't forget, our bracket information has been uploaded and updated. So if you haven't already checked out the brackets, links in the description box below. And for those of you who do not know, our championship games will be held at Sioux Cleveland High School Stadium in Rio Rancho. Tickets will be $5 for adults, $3 for children. Get there early to get your seats. And all games will have live updates from yours truly, Austin Styles, and owner of Infinity Sports, Eric Lopez. And up next, we have our top 5 plays of the week as always. Let's go to number 5 now.
At number 5, we have the Hornets taking on the Hawks. Hawks will have the ball, they will hike it off, and he will get sacked in the backfield for a loss of downs. At number 4, we have the Crush taking on the Punishers in the 10U division. The Punishers are going to hike the ball to number 94, JT Gallegos. JT is going to drop back, and he will get sacked out of nowhere by the Crush for a loss of down. At number 3, we have the Hawks and the Hornets once again. The Hawks are going to hike the ball to their quarterback, who's going to make a mad scramble to the left, only to be met by a wall of Hornet players. At number 2, we have some fans sent in video. Zach Stelter, the receiver for the Crush, will come all the way down to the edge of the end zone, and he will barely keep it in for a Crush touchdown. At number 1, we have the Raiders and the West Bulldogs. Raiders are going to throw it to number 7, who is going to break 1 tackle, 2 tackles, 3 tackles, bring it across the field to break 4 tackles, and then bring it on home for a Raiders touchdown.
That will wrap up our top 5 players of the week. And that will wrap up this episode of the IYS Sports Zone. As always, I'm your host, Austin Styles, and I will see you next week.